Hey guys, Chicky DeMaine, aka DeBud.com with a DeBud.com surf forecast video update. This surf forecast video update effective around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 30th, 2014. And here we go, guys, with this area of low pressure that we've been talking about in our forecast updates for almost a week now, moving through the mid-Atlantic on its way into the Atlantic Ocean. You can clearly see the center of rotation right in here along the Virginia coast. And this is moving into the Atlantic, should be fully immersed later this afternoon or this evening. Now, for most of you who follow us, our forecast, you know we've been calling for a possible monster northeast groundswell out of this, and that possibility still remains. However, we're getting some conflicting information out of the forecast guidance models that we like to follow. We'll show you that here in just a second when we switch you over to some still images that we captured this morning. This is the area of low pressure. Earlier this morning, the first visible satellite imagery, and you can see that the area of low pressure was well inland and is now in that satellite loop that we just showed you along the Virginia coast. Now, this low is forecast to move into the Atlantic, and the Ocean Prediction Center, which is one of the guidance that we follow for our surf forecast, is showing a 994 millibar low stationary in the northwest Atlantic. Now, if this holds true, this is going to likely lead to some 35 to 40 knot northeast winds aimed at the Outer Banks and down in here towards the Florida coast. When we switch you over to last night's model run, the GFS was showing a 994 millibar low, but the model is suggesting that the low is going to continue to move off towards the east, towards the Canary Islands. That's opposite of what the Ocean Prediction Center is currently showing. Ocean Prediction Center currently showing that that area of low pressure will become stationary. When we look at this afternoon's model run of the GFS, which just came out, it gets a little bit better, because now it tightens it up a little bit more into a 990 millibar low, and look at the serious fetch of northeast winds aimed at the Outer Banks, Florida, the Bahamas, and northerly swell aimed at Puerto Rico. The negative factor in here is that it's fairly up there in latitude. It's up there to where the swell period would probably be longer, but the size of the swell would be smaller. Now, we're going to have to monitor the buoys as this starts to get over the ocean, because the other thing that we're getting conflicting reports on is the Ocean Prediction Center's wind wave forecast has not changed over the last 72 hours. Still showing seas increasing 18 to 20 feet, but nothing bigger than that. We needed to get to be 25 feet or in excess of 25 feet to qualify for a major swell event category. But this is what we're going to be monitoring over the next 24 to 48 hours as this moves out into the Atlantic Ocean. One other thing that we'll show you here, or a couple other things that we'll show you here, this is the latest swell forecast out of the Ocean Prediction Center, showing that 996 millibar low stationary out here with a northeast wraparound background swell on the backside. Swell periods have increased over the last 24 to 48 hours, and the Ocean Prediction Center showing 12 to 13 second northeast ground swell developing. We'll zoom in a little bit more for you. Now, this image is for April 3rd, and we are hoping that northeast ground swell of 12 to 13 seconds is going to make it down to the Florida coast by April 5th, just in time for the Red Bull Call-Em-Out and the Surfing the Blues surf contest at the Jacksonville Beach Pier, April 4th and April 5th, April 5th and 6th. So be sure to stay tuned on that. We will be there for that contest, so make sure you stop by and say hello to us. Lastly, what we're going to show you is this afternoon's run of the GFS, showing you an area of low pressure in the northern Gulf of Mexico next week. Now, this could be our next swell producer for the folks over in the Panhandle and for the guys over on the west coast of Florida. We'll have to see if this gets drug out into the Atlantic and turns into another area of low pressure that could be a swell producer for the east coast of the United States. Guys, if you follow our forecast and you like our forecast, please consider making a donation to our website to help keep it going. Anyone making a donation of $25 or more will receive a DeBood.com t-shirt and a sticker. Shipping is included with that, so please consider making a donation today and help us keep this website going. That's all we got for you for now, guys. Stay tuned for the next update.